Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. This week we are playing MonoG Stompy and Explorer. This video is brought to you by QuietSpeculation.com. Quiet Speculation is a Magic the Gathering finance website, but they have a bunch of really cool stuff as far as constructed metagames go, strategy articles, and also just how to make the most out of your Magic buck. Really recommend them if you haven't had a chance to check them out, QuietSpeculation.com. So this week we are playing this MonoG list. It's been popping up here and there over the last 2 weeks or so. The core of the deck is just play above static creatures, typically in your 2 and 3 drop slot, off the back of the Llanowar Elf. Unfortunately, Explorer does not have Elvish Mystic added in, while it is available in Pioneer. So you're not as consistent on hitting your 3 drops on turn 2 as you would necessarily like. But at the same time, you still have the Llanowar Elf, you still have the Pelt Collector, and typically going turn 1 into either turn 2 here is a recipe for success. There's also Collecting Company, so you can drop your Steel Age Champions, your Old Growth Trolls, and your Ronuses for a bit of a discount. Something I really like about the deck, Steel Age Champion is... it doesn't have trample, but it does have this one evasive line of text, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So your Cat Oven decks, your Onikol Anvil decks can't actually block it all that well. It ultimately ends up either taking your opponent out entirely or a big chunk out of their life total, or getting just a 2-for-1 because they have to double block with a pair of 3-2s or 3-3s. Werewolf Pack Leader kind of ties everything together here because it is your main draw engine. When Pack Leader and just about every other creature in your deck attacks together, you end up drawing an additional card. Pack Leader can also pump itself to give itself trample. Ronus also gives other things trample. You have your Primal Might as a removal spell, as well as a pump spell. That's the main gist of the deck. Look into the sideboard. So there's Tamiyo's Safekeeping. I've opted for Safekeeping instead of Heroic Intervention. This being 1 mana ends up being a little bit more relevant, especially when your opponent's just using spot removal. Target permanent, gain hexproof and indestructible. You also gain 2 life, which is great for the mirror or anything that's trying to race you. Destiny Spinner is able to get in underneath a control strategy, and it also is able to help with Flood. So you can turn your excess lands into additional creatures. While we're not like an Enchantress deck where these lands are going to be 5/5, 6/6s, making 1/1s for additional body is not the worst way to blow your mana. Though, again, not ideal. You're really in there for the can't be countered line of text. I have a copy of Outland Liberator. I found this to be very good against the Jund builds of the food deck. They're going to struggle to kill it outright, so you're going to often be able to get the flip version and the attack trigger to blow up artifacts and enchantments. And this is supplemented by 2 copies of Boseiju. Ram through with it's an additional removal spell, but with our glut of creatures with trample, this ends up also just being a burn spell often. I can't say words today. Unlicensed Hearse is there for the Greasefang deck, which you also have Scavenging Ooze, so it's kind of redundancy there, but you don't need to hold up mana for the Hearse to work. And something I do like, Hearse can ultimately end up being like a 4/4/5 or 4/4/6/6/8/8 the longer a game goes on. And so any creature off the top can just crew this, and then you have a game-winning attacking creature that your opponent must answer or chump block with. Shifting Ceratops, again, for the control matchups, can't be countered is a line of text that these decks kind of desperately need. Another like haste and trample threat. I'm playing the Ceratops over Questing Beast. I'm not 100% on that decision. Maybe I want to split in the future, but it not being able to be hit off a company is quite a downside. This deck is soft to Wrath effects, Depopulate, Shatter the Sky. So you don't necessarily want to overcommit. Having some hard to answer threat that's going to force your opponent to probably spend a worthwhile removal spell or board wipe to get rid of it, rather than the whole board makes this somewhat desirable. And then, last but not least, we have the Great Henge. With most of our creatures having 5-6 power, Great Henge gets a big discount, and then can just start chaining through creatures. We have how many in the deck? 29. That is a lot. So we're going to run this through 5 games on ladder, see how we do, then debrief afterward. Let me correct this to Traditional Explorer so it doesn't yell at me. And let's go. Hey Gavin, how you doing? We are recording a video for Quiet Spec. Let's go. Explorer, ranked, best of 3. Give it a go. Enjoying your day off? I have also taken off Wednesdays through the summer, and I am loving it. Cutting the week into 2 functional work weeks, like Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, feels amazing. Lets me get done a bunch of stuff. I actually played against this person, I want to say yesterday. God, what were they on? Let me see if I can find that real quick. I'm definitely keeping this hand either way. And they'll probably end up showing me in a second. Turn 1 Lateral off, turn 2 Old Growth Troll. Feels great. Jawari Disruption. Alright, so they're on some kind of control deck. Blue-white. Do I walk into a Jawari here? I think so. I have another Old Growth Troll. And I have a Collected Company. Yeah. This Promomite's not gonna be doing much for me. Esper. Do I just pass in Coco? I'm gonna signal the Coco. Make them do something about it. Alright, or they're just gonna do that. Alright. Oh, well that's a shame. Probably should have waited. I guess it's fine. Tell me you have a Wandering Emperor without telling me you have a Wandering Emperor. Terra creature I control, Terra creature you control. Alright. I'll trade a card for your Wandering Emperor. And draw a card here. Yeah.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Alright. Both of us are playing pretty much face up, and my opponent benefits from when the game goes long. 9 Yorian blue-white, yeah, not a fan. I'm gonna go ahead and play a Pelt Collector here. If they kill the Old Growth Troll, they kill the Old Growth Troll. That's not the one I wanted them to use. Alright, and turn. Let's go for the Ronus. Would love it if these could hit Planeswalkers. Opponent has the 5th land drop. Thoughtseize. Alright, you're going to see a lot of redundancy. Probably take either Pack Leader or Troll. They should take the Troll. Because then I have to pump with Ronus to be able to attack with it. Or just eat cards out of my graveyard. Or just get lucky. I could get lucky instead. Troll. Creature I control, creature you control. This might be a mistake, but I think I can leave the Wandering Emperor on 1.
Such violence is upsetting.
Because this threatens lethal. They have to Teferi minus, or Wrath. Teferi plus, maybe for a removal spell. They've already burned a Vanishing Verse. Okay. This is lethal on board, right? I guess not.
That didn't go according to plan.
Maybe I should have attacked all of them, but that doesn't sound right to me. I think this is still fine. Oh, that's pretty good. Troll. Do I take the Pelt Collector? Or do I take the Skoos? Both grow into 3/3s. But this can gain trample. I do have Skoos in hand. No, this is fine. Alright, so opponent needs Farewell here. Or Vanishing Verse. Okay. They're off it. Not as clean as I would have liked. We're going to bring in the Ceratops. We're going to bring in Destiny Spinner. Do I want Tamiyo Safekeeping? Probably. We can cut the Primal Mites. Don't think I need the Ram Throughs. Don't think I need the Hearse. Henge might be a little win more. What's my creature breakdown? So 31 hits. I think I still like the Kenra. Gives me something to bring back from the graveyard. I can trim on an ooze. My opponent's not really taking advantage of the graveyard. It's really just a eat my own with excess mana. Not 100% that I'm going to have a lot of excess mana on a given turn. Okay. Turn one dork into thing. There's like 100% chance that this gets a portable hold or something here. Really? Okay. This might be a Doomscar. Can't imagine it's an Alrund's Epiphany. So, if I were a betting man, it's Doomscar or, blanking on the name of it, Behold the Multiverse. In either case, I don't attack with the elf. I represent Collected Company. They're going for a Vanishing Verse. Nothing I have would save that. Sure. Opponent takes a company here, presumably. I like the sound of both of these. This costs 3 to pump, so no matter what, I'm not pumping twice. They probably have a kill spell for the Steel Leaf here. I think I just played the Boseiju and a Harpooner. Okay. This is going to block Ronus. Let's push through some damage. They wrath me here. Yeah. Thoughtseize, take a Llanowar Elf. Not what I wanted to see, especially since I can't actually pump this to a 4/4. Teferi, if I draw an untapped mana source, I will be able to swing for lethal, or present lethal at the very least. Tameo safekeeping. All right, they have the push. Untap mana source would be amazing here. Not sure what they're doing. Floating 7 mana for Shark. Okay. Now the question is, do they want to chump block? If they don't, and they don't have an answer to the Hydra, that's lethal. Downtick on Ronus. Yeah. Dream Trawler is a good one. Protection from Blue Baby. Nice. Haste. We did it. Okay. Round 1 down against Esper Control. So I know the blue-white decks in Pioneer have started to splash black as well. I'm not sure if my opponent was porting a similar strategy over into into Explorer, but I do think that that's a viable archetype. We just have things that worked really well in that situation. Okay, so we're starting game 2. No mana dork on this one, but I do have 2 drops into 3 drops into a 4 drop. So provided that I can hit a 3rd and 4th land on curve, I think I'm winning this game. Looks like my opponent is on Mardu of some sort. Gigantha, or not Mardu, maybe black-red artifacts. This tells me that they don't have Parhelion combo. Yeah. Okay, perfect. A little unfortunate that I can't double spell this turn without trading off my creatures. Let me see if they're willing to trade. They were not. Let's stick the Old Growth Troll. If they do end up killing the troll, that unlocks the Collected Company. If I just draw a land, I can steal a champ, Primal Might, or just go for the company as well. I've not seen it claim the Firstborn in quite some time. That's perhaps the worst possible thing that could have happened to me. sacrifice my creature and exile it is pretty rough. No land there. I think I just stick the Steel Leaf Champ. They're gonna Cat Oven me. So this is a red-black sacrifice. I don't believe that they're on the green splash for the food for Gilded Goose and the food enchantment or Corvold. And this build's been putting up some success recently. I don't know if this is a better or worse matchup than the Jund version of the deck. Seems like they have another way of killing the... Or sacrifice the Cauldron Familiar. I am getting seriously punished. Yeah, okay. My opponent has this one. I'm getting seriously punished for not just killing this outright and going for the greedier plan. So I want this. Question is, do I want safekeeping? Don't need the Ceratops. Great Henge doesn't seem bad. Don't know if I need the Hearse. It is Graveyard Hate, and it makes them act awkwardly with the cat. Though I do already have Skoos, so maybe that's not necessary. I'm gonna err on the side that it's probably not necessary. Don't think I need the Harpooner. I can probably bring in a Ram through. Ronus feels mediocre here. Probably don't need the Kenra either. Alright, I'm going to give this a run, see how we do. Not super confident in that sideboard, but should be fine. Turn 1 Pel Collector into turn 2 Liberator. Seems good. They have the push and they killed the 1/1. I guess it would have been a 2/2. I can let this flip into a 3/3, and then they probably trade. They probably cast another one and trade. Is it worth it over playing a pack leader? Probably. Or playing a null growth troll. Probably still. Alright. So they have to burn this blood token now, which it's whatever, but it does tap them out. Unclear on how important that's going to end up being. Play the Old Growth Troll. They do have a Fable. Don't love that. Ooh, I do like this. Let's see if they want to double block. They do not. I'll just play out another one. Not ideal for me. Hopefully they don't have a way to sacrifice the troll. They almost assuredly do. Yeah. Great Henge. Still shy on mana, which I don't love. I believe I'm dead to another Claim the Firstborn. Yeah. Can't beat 3. Steal your creature, sacrifice your creature. Alright. Fair enough. I think that this matchup's probably still decent, good, just that was an above average draw for them and we got stuck on lands. Alright, 1-1. This hand's a little too slow. I'm gonna throw it back. Alright, put back Redundant Ronus. That seems like an easy pick. Turn 1 Dork. Dork dies. Turn 2, presumably Pelt Collector, Llanowar Elf. Ledger Shredder. Alright, I no longer wish to do that. Play the Scavenging Ooze. I have a feeling that this is Esper Greasefang. So getting this Goose down is pretty important. Hoping they don't have another push. Yeah, there's the Greasefang. Just gonna play out the elf. Pass. I mean, this deck plays what? 23 lands? I'll get the Greasefang. Gotta say, I don't feel confident right now. Alright, so the combo is not in the graveyard currently. I do think I pass and just go for the Coco. Rafine. Sure. Not what I wanted to see. Really, really not what I wanted to see. And I probably should have put a stop before attacks here. And we would have hit too. They do not have the combo in graveyard. I have 2 things in bin. That kills this. Yes. Take action. It's not worth it to let them connive here. I imagine they take Ronus. I don't think there's really an argument for the Primeval. Really? Alright, is their last card the combo? It is not. No blocks. This Pel Collector feeling real bad because I don't want to trigger their Shredder. Alright. Don't have it. Please don't have it. I'm begging you. They're doing a really good job of not having it. And I am very appreciative. Alright, would you like to trade? No trades. Alright. Need them to whiff here. It is exceptionally unlikely for them to. Dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they got it. Is it lethal? I don't actually think it's lethal. I block with the Harpooner. And then I can crack back. Alright. Block here. I take 12. I'm surprised they didn't make the token. And that's exact, because they didn't make a chump blocker. Not attack with the elf. Oh wait, no, this is +2. Whoops, I'm still dead. Wait, no, I'm just bad at math. All right, won't question it. Just bad at math. Cool. Okay. So I want these hearses. Don't think I need the henge. Ram through seems important. The question is, do I want Tamio safekeeping for presumably 3 to 4 removal spells post board? Probably better than the Primal Mites. Pal Collector seems bad. Kenra seems really bad. Sure. I'll try them like this. Do I still have... There's like an audio issue? So I have a turn 1 elf into an old growth troll, but not really a ton going on beyond that. I'll do it. Feel bad about it. Alright, so if they kill the troll, at least I can play the Liberator. Or kill the elf. You can play the Liberator. Alright. They get a Rafine down. On the bright side, I can't even play the pack leader this turn anyway if I want to hold up the Liberator. So it's probably fine. Discarding double Tainted Indulgence? What is your hand? Or are you just trying to race? It's possible they side down on the combo, but they still have a Parhelion. Pass turn 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go ahead and play the company now. Greasefang in the bin. Not what I wanted to see. It still is lethal on board if they don't have anything. play a land. Noxious Grasp on that. Is that going to stop me from having lethal? 10, 11. Okay. Do you have another kill spell? You do have another kill spell. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay. Going to game 3. I think I do want the Tamio safekeepings. They showed me Noxious Grass post board in addition to the Fatal Pushes. Sure. Now the question is, do I want Primal Might again? This does have Pro Blue and can gain reach, but I feel like that's probably a losing proposition. I think I can send like this again. I'll trim on Ronus. They are more likely to keep me offline from Ronus by killing everything around it. Alright, I'll be on the play. Hand's a little awkward, but I do have this Boseiju for a temporary reprieve. Ronus is going to be a little slow, but can't really do much about that. Also, I don't think that this deck plays basics, if I'm not mistaken. But they do play shocks. I forgot that this actually pulls the shocks. All right, show me the combo. I can't go shields down here, so if you have it, you have it. I currently do not have it. The downside about playing a deck like MonoG Stompy, you just need to go for it. Like, you can't, maybe they won't have it. No, they're gonna have it. So here, I'm holding up Ram Through and Boseiju. Next turn, I can activate the Ronus and hold up the 2. Alright, so Parhelion now in the bin. Probably should have tried to pump the Pelt Collector here. Alright, they are digging. A little flooded. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes in the bin. Sure. You get a Rafine. Unfortunately, this does not have trample. I will pay the 1. Boseiju costs 1 mana because I have the Ruinous. I just realized that. Alright. Consider trying to find a Fatal Push here. And they found it. Fair enough. Stop before combat. I would love to. All right, that is only very temporary reprieve. They're still going to get a land, and they're going to have the combo again next turn. Well, that'll do it. A little unfortunate, though. No, that's not going to do it. Alright. I am going to hold this up until combat. So it looks like they did actually have the Grease Fang. Or the backup Grease Fang. They are churning. 3 copies in the bin. Thought I had set my stops that they wouldn't get it back. Because now that's a liability with their looting effects. They're also not far from just hard casting it. Ooh. Good one. X equals 4. It's gonna be tapped, but I get to attack with the Ronas. Which is gonna deal 1 more damage. They're gonna have a push here, most likely. Yeah. Fair. They get a Ledger Shredder. And another. That's why it's really unfortunate that the Parhelion didn't stick in the bin. Alright, let's eat. Three. When I play the Esper deck, I typically side out one copy of Parhelion. I would love to kill this. Alright, they have a Ledger Shredder as a 2/4. This Ronus does have Death Touch. And as long as this is on blocking duty, I don't really care how big it is. It does stop the Harpooner from getting to attack in. Let's eat that one. Anything else worth eating in here? Not really. I'm going to take the Rafine. Sometimes they play the Obscura Charm, which can get back a 3-drop multicolor creature. I have 6 mana. Pump you. Now if I crew the hearse, no, it's fine. I will go attack like this. Opponent's down to 5. Play the land, just play face up here. If I draw another land, I'm pretty locked in on just crewing up this Hydra. Or the animating the Hydra, not crewing it. They do get a Parhelion from hand. Don't think that saves them, right? Return the vehicle. That vehicle gains haste. And they tapped out to do that? Sure. I'll eat. Does not matter. Alright, so they are dead on board. We did draw a land. 2, 3. Alright. They're off it. Sweet. We are 2-1 with MonoG Stompy. And for anyone just tuning in, this video has been brought to you by QuietSpeculation.com. Quiet Speculation's a Magic the Gathering finance website, but we do a bunch of really cool stuff with constructed metagames. So a lot of my content focuses on Arena, but I also play a lot of Modern. When I can get around to it, bit of Legacy as well, and Standard when I have to. But it's also a I will keep this Pel Collector into. I guess I can go pack leader, troll if I had to. I don't necessarily need to get the scoos down. Well, this is a Jawari if I've ever seen one. Oh, look, I saw a Jawari. Alright, smack you. Notably, they don't have double blue, so they don't have a counterspell that they're holding up. They might have a Wrath effect. And they might have a March. But I think this is fine. Next turn, if they don't Wrath me here, I can play the Old Growth Troll with a land up. And trigger the pack leader. Or I can just play the pack leader. Now this is... Even if it's a little inefficient here, it's probably the best bet. They are signaling a Wandering Emperor. But even if they do, I'll still be able to draw a card off of the pack leader. It also seems like they have a kill spell here. Alright. If they have a Wrath effect, Old Growth Troll onto the forest. I think we're in decent shape. I'm playing another Old Growth Troll here. This will give both my creatures trample. Wandering Emperor, yeah. So they eat the troll. They net -2. I'll just play the pack leader. I can't play around a Wrath here. Yeah, I don't think I'm a favorite to win a pre-board game. Either way. Though, drawing the, what, fourth copy? Third copy? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Third copy Old Growth Troll, real nice. And my opponent having these kind of awkward Field of Ruins, also pretty nice. Don't think I want to play out the Lair of the Hydra, fix their mana. I imagine they probably have another Wandering Emperor. Not really much I can do about it. Scooz is nice. Yeah. Nothing I can do about it. And now I think I do just play out the Lair. I have 5 creatures in the bin, 4 creatures in the bin. They can't attack. Let's go ahead and eat 1. Two. Three. I imagine there's a march in my very near future. Yeah, I guess I still play face up here. 5 mana. My guess is Field of Ruin on the layer, march, eat the token. Alright, put you a 3. They can trade the Wandering Emperor for the Scavenging Ooze. Go to 5. Or just Doomscar. Don't think I have anything with haste. Not in the main anyway. Ooh. That's a pretty nice one though. There is a 1000% chance that they have a counterspell here. Yeah, alright, I'm dead. Let's bring in the stuff that can't be countered. Now the question is, do I want the Great Henge? Does it win more? Don't need the Primal Knights. I can bring in a Henge. Kenner's fine. It comes back from the bin. I can trim Aronis. Elf and Pet Collector are kind of meh. I think I need the Elf, but I hate it in the face of board wipes. Aronis is still probably fine. I don't know if I need the Henge. I will Cuscus. One, 2.5? Yeah, sure. Alright. Pelt Collector into Scoos, into Harpooner is the same amount of damage, right? Well, now I have a Pack Leader. So I'm going to play out the Pack Leader, then play the Harpooner. Hopefully pick up an extra card in the process. That looks like a Jawari. Or a Faithful Absence. Or a March. Maybe a March. Okay. Sure. Take 3. Tameo Safekeeping is actually really nice here. I get to draw a card off of these. Ooh, 2 Safekeepings? So if they go for the Wrath... I'm extra safe, and if they don't, I can company. And now I can play around Jawari. Let's draw a card. Maybe I should have waited on that land. Ganjo. I'll do it again. Yeah, definitely. No, because now I can still have the company up. Yeah, that's still fine. Wandering Emperor. Go to 5. I'll just do this now. Cool. We did it! We presented an aggressive clock. Now the question is, do I want Outland Liberator as an answer to the portable holes. Maybe? Probably not. They're gonna have what, 3 of them? 4 of them? I don't think I like that more than Destiny Spinner. I don't think I like it more than Kenra either, because Kenra can come back from the graveyard. Okay, we have a curve. Alright, so they have assuredly put a Doomscar back there. I think I'll play the Scoos here, grow the Pell Collector, smack in. Would you like to Doomscar these 2 creatures? Yes, you would. Let's play these 2 creatures. Do you have a 4-mana wipe? You do. Okay. I will begrudgingly try and kill your Tef. Okay, that worked out better than expected. Old growth. All right. Hoping I'm not dead here. Yeah, I'm probably pretty dead here. All right. So if I had to guess, they're gonna not wrath me after the Stream Trawler attacks. So maybe I can crack back. Portable hole on the pack leader. Please do not wrath me. Okay. I draw the card. Put you to 2. You crack back up to 7. Maybe up to 8 if the Wandering Emperor ticks up on the Dream Trawler. Portable hole on the pack leader, sure. You will still need an answer to the other ones. What'd you eat? A portable hole in hand? Sure. Probably should have done that last turn. Let's say x equals 2. Okay. Pack leader. Okay, they go up to 10, maybe up to 11, depending on what they want to do with this Wandering Emperor. That is a lethal attack. I have to chump block the hall. And I don't think I have a way out of this now. The Aganjo there was brutal. Yep. Oh well. What? 2 and 2? With losses to Esper and Red Black. Or sorry, with losses to Blue White and Red Black. We actually beat both of the Esper decks that we played against. And this is looking like a third one. Yorian tells me that they're either Blue White Control, which is the most likely, or they're playing like the Fire's Creativity deck. Here, I don't want Primal Might hands against a Yorian. This also has to go back. One land's not going to get there. Sure. Primal Might can go. Harpooner can go. Harpooner is really good against Ledger Shredder. Which is noteworthy. Being on the play is actually super nice because they can't Jawari me all that well. Ooh, no, this is 4-color creative or not 4-color enigmatic, whatever the thing is, or it might just still be Esper. I'll learn how words work in a minute. In the meantime, let's see if we can aggro them. I would not be surprised if we saw the draw 3 one here. Yep. Draw 3, when you play a spell, you lose a life. And then next turn, Doom Foretold. That being said, I have a roughly 2-turn clock, given that this is going to make them sacrifice whenever they play a spell. Should I go ahead and play the Pell Collector with the hope of sacrificing it, or I should probably just play the Pack Leader. Alright, so if they Wrath, what happens? Or I have Oblivion. Does that not make them lose a life as part of the cast? Guess not. Strange. Alright, let's draw some cards. Another company, not a land. Let's play a Pell Collector and the third, I guess, fourth question mark? No, third. Werewolf Pack Leader. They kill any of my creatures, like actual like deal damage to, then the Pell Collector grows. Well, that is the worst possible thing I could have seen. Board wipe that gains them life is real bad for me. Doesn't seem like they're on blue either. This is just straight white-black. So I'm pretty happy with going for a Collected Company in their end step. Demonic Pact. Yeah, that's probably still fine. This lets me tentatively play around a Wrath. Are they gonna make me discard two? Or are they gonna gain the life? Okay. If they have another meat hook, I am in danger. Trial of Ambition. Ooh, I should have eaten the rights. Whoops. I'll sacrifice the old growth troll. Three, four, five, six, seven. They are 1 mana away from being able to play another Yorion. Yeah. Opponent's graveyard. Eat this. Eat this. I guess while we're in here, eat the right. Alright, there's the land. They're gonna get another Yorion on me. No, they're going for the Doom Foretold. I can just sacrifice the Ultra Troll, right? Like, not make it a creature? My graveyard. They make a mistake? I think they did. Non-land, non-token permanent. Add the mana. Yep. They made an oopsie. I'll be taking advantage of it. Cool. Thank you. I was very dead to you just casting a Yorion. Love this. Having safekeeping doesn't seem great. Don't love it because it doesn't stop Meat Hook, doesn't stop any of these edict effects. It stops 4 damage. Ceratops has haste, which is noteworthy. Don't love the unlicensed disintegration. Don't really like the Primal Mites either. They seem really bad. So probably don't need the Henge. No, actually, no, Henge is probably one of my better cards. I can trim on Kenra. Yeah. So I think it's correct for me to lead on Pel Collector over the Llanowar Elf. Since I don't have a 3-drop, I'm going to try and play the Pack Leader here. And if they make me sacrifice a thing, I'd rather lose this than this. And this gets to attack in through the Spirit Companion. I'll lose the Pel Collector. And play the Dork. Okay. My assumption is they're going to either kill the Pack Leader or... Oh, really? They're going for the draw too. Sure. I am very okay with that. My hope is collect a company into something big, play the Henge, play the Pel Collector now. Sure. You have given me a colorless forest. that can tap for green if absolute need. Oh yeah, that's also fine. I don't have anything that saves that outright, so yeah, that, by all means. Do you want to attack with the companion? No? Coward. Alright, so I can get Old Growth plus Pack Leader. Shifting Ceratops seems really good. I'm gonna play the Old Growth Troll. Another Shifting Ceratops. They can make me discard 2. I'll pitch the Pelt Collector and a Ceratops. They're going for the gain 4. Okay. Kill the Old Growth Troll, I guess. 5, 6, 7, 8. In theory, this gives me the mana to play a Ceratops and haste it, and maybe play the second one and haste it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I can play 2 Ceratops and not haste either. Yeah. We're going to lose the Llanowar Elf. Drew a land, which is nice. Into a company. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give this haste. I think they are just dead to this. Because all these creatures have trample, and this can't be blocked by the Orion. Not that that's going to matter a ton. Looks like we're finishing this 3-2. Why? You're dead to this. Okay. I think they might not have been dead. Let me just double check my math on that. So if they block here to here, I have to give it trample. If they block here, I have to give this trample. I only have the mana to do one of those. So double blocking here makes no sense. It would be block here, take 5, take 10. Okay, they'd be dead no matter the combination. Awesome. Okay, we finished 3 and 2. We're going to take one more look at the deck. And we're going to go over thoughts. Okay, so immediate thoughts. Tamu Safekeeping actually came in really, really clutch on multiple occasions. Being able to fizzle Wandering Emperor, being able to survive through board wipes unexpectedly and tapping my opponent out. Primal Might feels bad unless it's a creature matchup. We did not really play against very many of them. So jury's out on it. It makes sense why it's here, but also feels really bad. Land count felt low. I mean, it shouldn't, considering we have, what, 23? 23 lands plus 4 mana dorks. We're not playing any Kazandu Mammoth, which might have been a mistake, though. That card always feels really bad to me. Because you never really want to play it as a tap land. like if you're playing as a tap lane your first 2-3 turns, you are not curving out the way that you want, and that's the whole point of having a Lana Werewolf into like these Haymaker cards. It being a 3/3 that turns into a 5/5 is pretty nice, especially if you're trying to get the Great Henge online. I don't know if I want Great Henges in the main. I don't really know how I feel. Kenra also feels kind of mediocre. I'm surprisingly happy with the Harpooner. On curve, it usually ends up killing an opposing Ledger Shredder without them having the opportunity to connive first. Even if it's like mid to late game, you're going to get the +X+O, which almost assuredly will end up killing it. Similarly, it kills Rafine on 3 mana if your opponent takes out your Mana Dork or your Pelt Collector. Fairly impressed with it, but if those connive creatures get out of control, then this doesn't really do much. It is still a 3-power 2-drop, which works really well with your pack leaders as well. And it does grow the Pelt Collector. All in all, I think it's worth the inclusion. Jury is still out on Kenra for me. It does work well if you're like turn 1 Pelt Collector, turn 2 Kenra, trigger, grow the Pelt Collector, resolve trigger, make this a 4/4 and swing in. And it eternalizes, so it gives you something that has that like longevity late game gets linked from the graveyard. I don't know if this is worth it though. A 6 mana 4/4 with haste is actually, doesn't even have haste technically. No, it doesn't get haste. It just makes the 4/4. The red one natively has haste. That's right. Maybe there's something better that like rebuys from the graveyard. Are there any green escape cards that I cared about? There's the Arachneer. Don't think I want Chimera. Don't think I want the Typhon. Don't think I want to splash for the Polokranos, but it's not unreasonable. Another consideration, because pathways are more or less free, it's possible to just splash some like Haymaker style cards. Like if you wanted to splash for Polokranos, you feasibly could. Between like the pathways, the check lands, what else? Actually, is Woodland Cemetery in format? It is in the format. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, Dominaria. So like, feasibly, you could make that work. It's a little awkward with the Old Growth Troll if you don't have a critical mass of forests in the deck, and you kind of already run into that with the Layers and the Oasis, the Bosejus. But I think it might still be worthwhile. Even if you're like a red splash, it gives you so many answers in the board. It gives you something like Helen Elena, which makes every throw off the top hasty and bigger. 2/3 reach first strike body is also pretty nice. This card is amazing if it's left alone for even a turn. All right, with all of that said, I like this build. Ram through makes sense when your opponent has like sorcery speed combos like Grease Fang. Destiny Spinner might be a little over the top when you're already playing these Ceratopses, but it is a consideration. I might trim on these going forward, maybe make more room for Tameo safekeepings. If you've played Standard in the last year, just Snakeskin Veil effects are so good if your opponent's spending full cards or tapping out to be able to get rid of some of your threats. 1 mana counterspell is just backbreaking. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. This video has been brought to you by Quiet Speculation. Quiet Speculation is a Magic the Gathering finance website, but we have an extended library of constructed metagame things. Highly recommend it. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, you can see all my previous work with them there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Take care.